Here is some background information on the American Dream.
The American Dream originated with early 18th, 19th century immigrants coming to America in look of better opportunities. It manifested itself in the Declaration of Independence, stating that all men are created equally and that by their Creator are endowed certain inalienable rights, which include freedom, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Tangela, how do you define the American Dream?
Well, when I was younger, the American Dream was defined to me as having a nice car, a nice house, and a lot of money. But as I grew up, I think now the American Dream is basically achieving all the goals that you want to achieve in life. And going to school if need be, or creating a job, a business for yourself. Basically just being happy. How do you define the American Dream?
Well, I define the American Dream as more of a materialistic game. No matter your background, your race, where you originated from, you could come here to America, work hard, whether that be with a 9-to-5 or going to school, and be able to achieve all the things you wanted, whether that be a nice house, whether that be putting your kids through college, whether that be gaining that good retirement benefits. How do you define the American Dream?
I think it's changed over time. I think, when people first started coming to the country, they thought, they could do whatever they wanted, a fresh start, new land. Now I think it's, with today's society and TV and everything else that's going on, they want the big house and the big car and all the money and jewelry and everything else. But I think the American Dream is still just having a chance to do whatever you want.
I would say that's probably individualistic. So each person has their own feeling of what it is. I would say, it's just your own level of success, whether it's you want to reach a certain level of education or you want to own a home or you don't want to own a home. Maybe it's you want to travel a certain amount. For me, it would be owning a home and having a family and having a successful career.
The American Dream, my American Dream is to be rich where my kids don't have to worry about suffering, struggling, none of that stuff. But some people are satisfied with where they're at in life, which is kind of sad that they live paycheck to paycheck, but they're happy with their life. So the American Dream is pretty much, to me, what you want it to be.
Everybody wants a house, it seems like.
House, couple of kids, dog,
car.
A safe neighborhood, right? Good school district. Yeah.
And the opportunity to, if you want, just to make as much money as possible is part of the American Dream.
And the
you have the
option to
opportunity
not.
to do it, and the opportunity to not.
If you don't want to.
Creating debt and being able to pay for it.
Being debt-free would be, I think, the American Dream.
No, I mean, it's being able to make choices on what you're going to do with your life. And it sounds corny, but that's what it means.
Well, I think what it's always, I take it to be, you get to own a home, you have a good job, you work for a company that, is loyal, the government helps take care of your outside needs, and your kids can go to college. And
yeah, I think it would be similar, and also that we're very fortunate to live here and have freedoms, and feel somewhat protected
That's true.
from danger, but maybe not as much after 9/11, but I think that's part of it.
Yeah. That's true.
Plays into it.
Okay. Freedom is a big part of it.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if there's really an American dream. I think the definition is that you keep on trying and you work hard. Eventually you'll get something that you want.
Financial stability and having a family of your own, owning your house, and happy life.
At this point in time, you can't.
Good point. I don't think there is an American dream anymore.
Okay.
I think it's pretty much if you're eating, you're in good shape.
Here are some statistics on the American Dream.
The economy may be tanking, but according to a new national poll by the New York Times and CBS News, the American dream is alive, if not entirely well. If that sounds contradictory, well, it is. On a sunny spring day, we asked some people in New York City for their impressions of the American dream.
I think for me, the American dream is just to have a great family and a great home on the beach somewhere, and just have enough means to support myself and my family.
I want to become a lawyer, and then I want to be a judge.
Well, I think it's being able to have the opportunity to, meet your dreams, achieve whatever success or however far you want to go in life.
But achieving it is another thing.
I still got a little work to do. I think we all do. I don't think we ever really stop.
I definitely do not think I've achieved that yet.
Less than half of the people in the Times CBS poll said they had achieved their dream. And even for people here in affluent Midtown Manhattan, the longtime dream of upward mobility can be elusive.
When I was growing up in nearby Patterson, an old industrial town, the American dream was that whatever your origins, that if you worked very hard and if you were a little bit lucky, that things would be fine for you and better for your children. It was palpably available to people, and now it's just not.
It was about hope, like that you could build towards the future. You'd save a little bit each year, and by the end, you'd have enough for retirement. You could raise a family, you could put your kids to school, you take a vacation, take care of your elderly parents. And the last couple of years, it seems to be like up in smoke or up in credit default swaps.
Here's something kind of puzzling. The nation is in a recession, but the polls showed that more people think they've achieved the American dream now than had 4 years ago. Why is that? Experts say that when times are hard, people shift their definition of the American dream. It becomes more about values like freedom and opportunity, and less about things like material success.
In my opinion, what the American dream is coming here from another country like me and just trying to achieve what you want. There's not so many boundaries, I think, as where I come from in Belgium. So for me, that's a lot of freedom, and that makes me happy.
And some people are already living the American dream because their parents achieved it for them.
But I guess for maybe a first-generation immigrant, we have achieved the dream. Other people in our situation in other countries probably would dream to be in our shoes.
This is Catherine Seeley for the New York Times.
Here are some former immigrants defining their American dream.
Silicon Valley in California's Bay Area. State-of-the-art technology, top-notch research, and the potential to make a fortune if you work hard enough. And in the Valley, as it's known, Indian entrepreneurs are the indisputable stars. Manish Chandra is one of them. He came to the U.S. on an engineering scholarship, his head filled with bright ideas and $50 in his pocket. Today he runs Caboodle, a leading website for millions of shoppers who want advice on clothes, jewelry, and other consumer products. He started the company in the only free space he could find, his garage.
We went to IKEA, got some really inexpensive furniture, put a few $1,000s from our pocket into the company, bought some computers, and that's where we set up shop. But it was very noisy. The kids would walk in sometimes in the middle of the day.
Manish's company was recently acquired by one of the biggest media conglomerates in the U.S. He says he never would have accomplished this level of success had he stayed in India.
There is a lot of opportunity to succeed as an individual, regardless of where you come from. Certainly the basics of, having education and working hard are respected and treasured.
It is precisely this optimism that many newcomers bring with them to their adopted homeland. Some, like Manish, get there, but others find that their journey is more complicated. This is another community in the Bay Area. It's about a half an hour away from Silicon Valley, a short distance, but a very different reality. It's a world that Soraya Nasari, an Afghan-American doctor, knows too well. She came to the U.S. because of the war in Afghanistan.
I heard the stories that America has a golden road. When you go there, a lot of money, you can find every kind of good job.
But she soon found out that her qualifications didn't amount to much.
I know a lot of doctors, they are going through flea marketing. Also, they are doing taxi drivers, they drive taxis, but it's very hard to survive, really.
Soraya has worked in odd jobs for most of her life in the U.S. She's now a counselor at an Afghan community center, helping newcomers cope with similar challenges. And though she never managed to become a doctor here, her American-born daughter is about to start law school, an accomplishment that gives Soraya hope that there may be light at the end of the tunnel.
Have good health insurance. That's how I define the American dream. Tangela, how do you define the American dream? Whether they be gaining their good retirement benefits or financial, or not financial, what I'm trying to say.
The American dream is like
the end. Thanks for watching.